Dwight was with Dwight. The white wife with white. The white with the 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 white. Y'all must ain't hear the news. The white wife was tweaking with the work. She was in the backseat geeking. The crack was almost gone. It only had a little bit left in the bag. She was geeking, tweaking, trying to put it on Dwight Howard. He probably never touched this stuff. All we know is that Dwight Howard been a basketball player for, I don't know, the past 20-something years. Been able to show up, perform, get paid. This woman, we don't know who she is or what she been through or where she get that big empty bag of crack. So we got to talk about it. Look at this, y'all.
To know me, you know I am so prideful and so private. It hurt me so bad to have...
You had to be on crack to marry Dwight Howard in the first place. Everybody know it ain't no red flags. He just a different color flag. And she knew that and still married the man. She heard about the boys. She heard about his baby mama and her struggles. She heard about his family. She married into his family, so I know she heard about the family. She knew about the kid situation. She had to be on dope to even take the chance. She was on Love and Hip Hop. Rap career didn't work out. She probably figured this was the biggest come up in her life. Now she's trying to put the crack on Dwight.
I have to even protect myself. It hurt me so bad to have to even protect myself in this type of way. But my marriage has landed me in a very dangerous position. My stepdaughter was just taken by CPS because of her father.
No, that's your stepdaughter. You her mother. You're her damn mother, man. What's she talking about? Y'all a family. Was she there when they came to did they come and take her because of her? They heard there was big crack smoke coming from the house. Dwight Howard can't find his championship rings. You supposed to be her mother. You take the blame too. You an adult in the situation. What you was in the back room doing? Oh, I don't like it.
CPS and the police have been here 3 times in less than 3 months, and I stood in it with my husband, even though I was scared for my own self. Whatever he wanted me to say, whatever it was, I'm thinking this is my husband. I had everybody around me saying, even after I tried to divorce him the first time, everybody around me says,
she trying to save her own ass. You've been having a lot of fun with Dwight Howard. We seen y'all. We ain't know if she was Dwight or he was Dwight. Now they both with Dwight. We synced them together, having too much fun, man. On the red carpets with this man. Hopping out the limousine, looking like LeBron James threw some powder in the air. We all synced it.
I can't leave your husband this soon. You said through sickness, through health, through this, you said through good or bad. That's why I came back, but this is going way too far. But it's not even about me, it's about the kids.
Come on,
the
man.
Stuff that I have to go through with the kids.
No.
I have to be witnesses too. I mean, the police at the house, they asking me questions. I don't know how do I lie for my husband. I've never been married before. I'm in love.
You shut the fuck up for yourself, man.
With my husband, I don't want him to get in trouble, so of course I'll be his alibi, but this is going...
Well, you might as well tell the police if you doing all this talking. You should have just told the... Matter of fact, call the police. Get offline and call the police. You talking to the wrong people. It ain't nothing we can do to save your situation. But it looked like she was geeking, and she put out a blast to let the world know that she was paranoid.
Way too far. And now I'm getting mixed all in this. I have been with this man for 14 months.
Damn, that's it.
I cannot ruin my entire life for something that this person is doing.
Oh, no.
I just cannot do it. I tried to get so much help. I asked for counseling in our marriage. We went through 2 different counselors.
They went to rehab together?
I say I love my husband. I don't want to leave my husband, but the positions that.
God damn, it's pouring all out her nose, man. Y'all see that? That was a big, it looked like Parmesan cheese just came out her nose, y'all. God damn. She done did the whole bag. In the backseat, geeked out. Man, they need to call her for the next Friday movie. Let her be Felicia's daughter or something. Because this is getting out of hand. I get the way with the crack. Who gonna feel that comfortable with the crack? And how did the crack get in the backseat of the car? I know that's not where you keep it stashed. She done ran away with the dope. Dwight Howard at home ordering some more. She freaking out with his stash.
The positions he keeps putting me in. And it's all over nothing. I keep telling people he needs some help, y'all. I live with him. This is not him. This is not Dwight. This is trauma. This is everything.
She looked over at the dope and sniff like a rat. Wait a minute.
This is not him. This is not Dwight. This is not him. This is not Dwight. This is.
She looked at it like it's just so delicious. Did y'all see that? She looked over at the crack like, baby. Like, sugar. She looked down at that stash like, as long as I got you, baby. She had to stop. She forgot what she was thinking about when she looked at that stash. Had to give it 2 sniffs like a pimp. She all about that cheddar cheese. I need more Parmesan, Dwight. Bitch, you ain't even eating spaghetti. What you talking about? You need more Parmesan? We ain't eating spaghetti. I need more Parmesan, Dwight. She getting loud at them restaurants with that man. Oh my, she probably thought she was gonna be able to sniff crack for the rest of her life. As long as she just stay married to Dwight Howard. Look at this. Those celebrities and stuff, if you gonna date an NBA player or a celebrity, you gotta be a party girl. If you ain't with going to parties and allowing some shit to happen, you might as well not even deal with a dude like this. So, yeah, he married some party chick. Look.
People, he needs some help, y'all. I live with him. This is not him. This is not Dwight. This is... This is trauma, this is everything he been through, but just not the kids. I have to advocate for the kids. And I can't go down for what he's doing. So they took our daughter.
Oh, no.
And I'm just sitting there like, do I speak up? Do I be quiet? What do I do?
Oh, no.
But I caught this man.
Uh-oh.
I caught this man forcing our 12-year-old son to cover for him, his son, to cover for him. He had him lying. I recorded it. He was coaching our son to lie on me, and I had to record it. And it's this shit. I try to tell everybody he needs some help.
God damn, she checked the bag again to make sure it had some up in there. Y'all not noticing this stuff, man. Damn, the bag almost gone. And she's safeguarding that motherfucker, y'all. She want to blame it on the crack. Who get that close? Why was the bag open? It looked like she been playing with the chalkboard all day, y'all. She reached for the crack with the crack face. With her head, man, she look a mess, y'all. This is sad.
I try to tell everybody he needs to.
She holding it like it's a delicacy. Like she advertising her new brand or something. She want to see that sitting on the shelves next to the patty pie, the way she holding it. Look.
To record it, and it's this shit.
The crack face. That's what did it for me. He probably was in the back seat sleep when she was doing this. Hold on.
I try to tell everybody he needs some help. And ain't nobody wanna fucking listen because he got...
The fuck she digging all in the bag? Where'd that come from? Oh.
And ain't nobody...
She all in the bag like it's a bag of Doritos. Damn, she looked just like Chris Rock in New Jack City before he took that hit. Look.
I try to tell everybody he needs some help. And ain't nobody wanna fucking listen because he got...
She dug in the bag for that?
Got the money.
What the fuck bitch you playing with?
I can say whatever y'all don't understand.
That's what she got the booger sugar container in her hand, man. Is she serious? She untwisting, retwisting. She got the booger sugar in her hand. Wow. She handling it like that's her work. She treating that stash like that's her. She way too comfortable with the stash, man. If you come across some illegal narcotics and you able to whip and flip and you know what that house work, can you imagine somebody in Ray Charles' bag making the post crying with the needles bleeding and shit? He give me money when I'm in need. Hey, it is what it is. You know, I wonder how long we gonna have this. They gonna put her in jail before she do another post because America ain't having it. Maury not around to clean this shit up. Jerry Springer is dead. There's nothing we could do with her in cyberspace. Either she gonna have to sit back and keep getting high with Dwight. She married Dwight. That's how you know she on crack, man. Man, look, the punchlines and stuff ain't the jokes already corny, man. My bad. The jokes are y'all gotta get the music together to go with the punchlines. Okay, this is what we gonna do. We gonna get back to the video since things are shoddy around here. Try it this time. But there you go. Now put on the other one. There you go. Leave it there. Birds of a feather flock together. If you're gonna marry somebody, you gotta be with whatever they with. Same thing with R. Kelly's wife. She knew what he was about when she married the man and tried to cry about it after the fact. I'm pretty sure she came begging, hopping at that party. He gave her a long look in her face and realized that she was strong enough to be his wife. He looked at her and said, she'll do. She the best of both worlds. She. It makes sense to me because she looked just like his ass. They need to be married. That same bugged out look he got in his eyes is the same exact bugged out look she got in her eyes, man. The Double Dutch twins. Amy Luciani posts photos of white powder, says it's destroying her marriage to Dwight Howard. The drama between retired NBA star. He retired. If he want to sit back and smoke crack, then that's what he can, if he can afford it. And I ain't saying it's right. I'm not saying that's what he should be doing, but hell, it's people, when you could foot the bill, who gonna tell you to stop? Regardless of what it is, if they ain't paying for it, then they need to mind their business. And if he burn out or whatever the case with his money, that's his problem. Amy shocked fans after posting a photo showing a small pile of the white powder, where she claimed belonged to Dwight. In the emotional message, Amy suggested that she thinking that once the truth come out about those kids, that she going to jail, or Dwight could put it on her to go to jail. He ain't going to jail. If somebody got to take the L, he gonna put it on her because she's supposed to be the nanny, and she was there whenever was happening with the kids. So she tweaking, she freaking, she geek, she knows she disposable. I ain't got no L, I ain't never went platinum, bitch. I ain't Cardi B, this nigga, he can do whatever he want to do with me. Ain't nobody thinking about. She living in Dwight's world. And he got championships and shit. She wake up to Kobe jerseys and shit in the room. She paranoid. She wake up, he on three-way with Shaquille O'Neal and Chuck. You gotta get rid of her, Ernie. I've been in the same situations. Bitches get to talking, the kids involved. I gotta send the bitch on the way. You don't send her on the way, you just send her to San Antonio. There's plenty of big women there. She'll blend in with the women in San Antonio. They on the phone discussing how Dwight can dispose of this chick. And she paranoid. Listen.
I live with him. He needs some help. And this is it.
She sniffing.
This is what I'm fucking losing my fucking marriage to.
Goddamn, it was mad crack in there, man. Look at her face. Hold on, man. Look at her face, man. Get that beat together. God, she raggedy as fuck. Now, I ain't buying shit else from Radio Shack. We gonna shut that down. God damn. She must got a holiday heart or something. Especially to be married to Dwight Howard. Oh, even with the makeup. You take the makeup away and Dwight laid him, shit, he laid up, that's his wife. Damn, Dwight, you gonna smoke all this shit, man. You ain't leave me alone. She took her stash and ran off to the mountains somewhere. Hold on, look.
Dude, this shit right here, I told everybody, y'all gotta help him.
Oh, no.
He is spiraling. I'm in here with him. I'm trying to love him through it.
Oh, no.
I was gonna run.
Oh, no, that nose is leaking something serious.
Out the door. I was gonna leave him. But everybody told me, don't leave him. He's struggling. I stayed, but not this year. We got the police involved. CPS, you're lying on me.
She pointing at the crack while she talking about the CPS people and them coming. It's on her lap and it's open. She pointing at she said, this was about to cost her marriage, man. Matter of fact, we gotta come back to this, man. We gotta come back to this, and it's gonna be real soon. All y'all gotta do is stay tuned. But God, we're going to have to come back to it because it's too bad, you know? Let me check with my people in the chat real quick, and then we're going to get back to that. How about we do that? We got to take 5. Because people will see this video and not realize the details. So we're going to have to sort this thing out. And I'm upset to be having to do this. But God, we're going to have to come. Okay, let's see what's going on over here, man. Yo, can y'all make sure y'all do me a favor, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel too. I see y'all in the building. A lot of y'all I ain't seen in a while. So glad to see y'all, man. So much love. Okay, let's get back into this. Now, I want y'all to see this because she not the only female that look like she cracked out. This woman, right? I don't know what's going on in Hollywood, but that part, if you want to come to the party, you got to be willing to party. It's just that simple. And a lot of people avoid going to them parties or being around them type of people is because they're not trying to keep up with those type of people. And if you can't keep up, they don't want you around anyway because you just going to slow them down. So when you get in that circle and you want to be in a crowd, then yeah, you're going to have to participate in the festivities in order to be interested enough to come back around or be invited back around. Y'all gotta look at this.
Kids. It's always been about the kids. Now you want to speak? I'm still blocked up, so I can't see what you're saying. But
she not getting approached by nobody. Ain't no brother trying to holler. She in ghoul category, and no disrespect to her, but whatever transpired in her life up until this point, it turned her into a ghoul. And we don't know how far bad it go. People thought she was the girl from Saved by the Bell back in the day, and now people don't know what to make of her. And I'm implying that it's a possibility, allegedly, she might be on that stuff too.
now you want to speak because he brought you into it? Girl! It's everybody else's fault? Wow! So you just don't think any of us fell for the antics either, right? None of us fell for the narcissism. Are you crazy, Amy?
She talking in the house that Dwight Howard paid for, man. He paid for that house. She ain't cleaned up nothing. You see the cleaning supplies over there? She ain't touched nothing in the back. She don't want y'all to see the back. She makes sure her hair is covering up the back. She ain't buy nothing up in that house. Couldn't afford it. Them kids, Dwight, paid for every damn thing. And she complaining cause she want more. He probably got her hooked on the cheddar cheese, or she got him hooked on the cheddar cheese. She probably put a little Parmesan on his spaghetti. She looking like she interested in that crack that she saw in that video. Like, oh, look at that. She got the Lucky Charms. Like, girl, I see her with that big bag of crack. I gotta speak on it. Sniff, sniff. What's going on? He can afford to be a junkie. They can't. Look.
So you just don't think any of us fell for the antics either, right? None of us fell for the narcissism. Are you crazy, Amy? Amber? What is it? Like, are you serious right now? You called me crazy, right? You said I was jealous. You said I wanted him when it's always been about the damn kids. And now you want to sit here and cry and sit here and be like, it's because of what everybody else did to him.
You was Dwight Howard's freak back in the day. Don't even front, lady. Just because you older. See, that's the thing. People think that age automatically come with respect. No, that's not how it work all the time. Because once upon a time, she was Dwight's biggest freak. The girl at the party that wouldn't say no. And then when she started saying no, that's when he let her go.
Sit here and cry and sit here and be like, it's because of what everybody else did to him. No! It's because of what he does to people. Shit! I was just first. I was collateral.
Oh, shit. Well, so is she admitting that Dwight got her hooked on the stuff too? Damn, Dwight come with Dwight. If you get with Dwight, you gotta get with Dwight. And she was the first one. Well, who put him on crack? Had him thinking he was Superman. He show up to the All-Star game in his drawers with a cape around his waist. And they trying to figure it out for him while he's standing there smiling with crack all in his teeth. I seen it. That magic was magic in Orlando. He probably found the stash in one of them dudes' locker rooms. Or in one of their lockers, one of the greats. Shaq probably left it. Hold on, look.
Damage. Let's call Royce crazy. And people will believe it because I'm baby Jesus. Girl, shut up. He leaves in the middle of them playing a game outside that he said he was going to play with them. I am the one who sat there and invited him to senior night. Didn't show up.
This is her life. I don't think she got no life outside of talking bad about Dwight Howard. That's what she do. That's what's on her mind. And I don't think she could function if she wasn't talking bad. Her life revolved around Dwight Howard.
I invited him to our son's 18th birthday celebration. Why did I do that, y'all? Because at the end of the day, I wanted to never have any regret coming from Braylon. I never wanted him to resent me. So even...
She wanted Dwight Howard to F up big time, a memorable moment for his dad to drop the ball. She did it for entertainment. I'm pretty sure their son didn't even ask for Dwight to be there. He probably was hoping that they'd just get through it without his ass. If he called, if he sent a card or something, that's cool. I'm pretty sure her son's trying to get on with his life. Dwight Howard being his dad is all the juice he really need. That can get him, he gonna be all right. He got the last name, he got the bloodline, he got money, he got a money flow coming from somewhere, a legitimate money flow. Her, on the other hand, that is not the case. She set it up so it could be an epic failure. Look.
Have any regret coming from Braylon. Our son's 18th birthday celebration. I invited him to our son's 18th birthday celebration. Why did I do that, y'all? Because at the end of the day, I wanted to never have any regret coming from Braylon. I never wanted him to resent me. So even if Braylon acted like he didn't care if he came or not, I know how a child is. And I knew that it would mean something if he showed up, especially how hurt he was that he didn't show up for senior night. So he came and he stayed for 30 minutes. Not even. They played Uno. Y'all, I got a whole video of us singing happy birthday and people going around and saying stuff about, you know, our son and like giving him words of encouragement. I go, Dad, anything to say? What? I wrote him a note. Y'all, if I showed you the note, it's on one of them little dollar store little notepad.
Get off his sag. He don't want to say nothing in front of you because he know whatever he say, you gonna use it against him and you looking for material. I wouldn't have said nothing either. He wrote him a note. She ran to the note with the crack eyes looking to see what it say. Man, I wouldn't.
Things that he hand wrote and it's grammatically incorrect. And it's...
She said she checking the nigga spelling on the damn thing. Oh my gosh, it's grammatically incorrect. He can't write, he can't do shit. Your daddy ain't shit.
Wrote him a note. Y'all, if I showed you the note, it's on one of them little dollar store little notepad things that he hand wrote and it's grammatically incorrect. And it's pointing a finger at me.
No.
How is that a birthday, like, message? When you're sitting here pointing the finger at me. No matter what people say, no matter what you've been told.
But it ain't got nothing to do with you, lady. Get out your head, man. It ain't about you at all. Who convinced this chick that she is the center of Dwight Howard's world? He ain't think about this chick, man. She trying to make everything about... How you gonna point the finger in the card? She can't be serious with this. Y'all wanna know what I think it is? These women belittle themselves so bad when they get with Dwight. They figure since they with Dwight, they might as well get with Dwight. They witness him do some of the most lamest things and they gotta try to go to sleep at night because that's who they rolling with. And before you know it, they somewhere cracked out because they can't handle it no more. And he go on with his, it might be a pattern. Or they find his stash, and just like some sneaky dogs, they get caught up in the powder. Hey, it's one or the other. Look at this.
Just, I love you, happy birthday? No, couldn't just do that. Always taking shots. Girl, you are not the first one who was falling for the okie doke. Just like he told you that video of him talking about what happens in his bed was AI. That ain't AI. But y'all just wanted to sit there and believe it. You know that wasn't AI.
Hey, that's at the end of the day, that's his wife, lady. He moved on. Where your husband at? Well, why are you worried about what Dwight got going on? We gonna cool on her for a minute. Cause I see the grimace coming out of her every time they show her on one of these blogs, man. She get evil and evil. If she put on a little bit of weight, Walt Disney gonna be calling. Her characteristics not right, and she need to get right. But this woman right here, she's a major problem. Look. Mind you, she trying to get her story together. She playing the victim. That's what's going on here. Before she hit the record button, she said, "Fuck it, man." She was already in the car with the work. She was already laid up, relaxed with the work. It ain't like she's standing over a bed and the work on the bed all wrapped up nice and neat. And she pointing at the camera talking and going back and forth on the bed. She just discovered the work. No, she in the car somewhere, probably in a hotel alley. Ain't no telling where she at. And she mad and she trying to get away. And somehow her getaway involves having all this dope. She decided she want to go live with this to save her ass. She in full victim mode. This is a cracky decision that she made. And it's just my opinion. Allegedly, I don't know the whole story. But being on YN Homes, young nigga Sherlock, that's what I see in this. Look.
To know me, you know I am so prideful and
she put, y'all seen the hand gesture. She made sure she threw that up. She talking to them people in them societies. They sworn her in. She got up in that circle. She letting them know she ain't gonna tell it all, but she just needs some help from the Alpha Phi Alpha Alpha Kappa Alpha Alpha. She ain't talking to everybody. She just want to make sure them people that's in power can pull some strings. She's talking to us, Ernie. Got to do something to pull the plug on the Dwight situation. Got a call from some brothers. Things not looking too good, these hoes, and they start talking, ain't no telling what Dwight told about me. I'm just saying we're going to have to get her off the streets, get her cleaned up, send her to Bangkok, make some sneakers, make some Kobe's. They going to send her across the seas to make some Jordan shoes until she get performed. Look.
You know I am so prideful and so private. It hurt me so bad to have to even protect myself in this type of way. But my marriage has landed me in a very dangerous position. My stepdaughter was just taken by CPS because of her father.
No, y'all a family. Y'all a family. You can't do that. That ain't right. That's not just so. If that's your stepdaughter, that's your daughter. It's legally documented. You can't put that on him. That's your husband. You supposed to be his wife. You ain't got no backbone, but she got that crack bone. That's your household, lady. You a woman in your own right. And you talking about a young lady and her fault? Nah. And if you gonna tell it to somebody, tell it to the police.
PS and the police have been here 3 times in less than 3 months, and I stood in it with my husband, even though I was scared for my own self. Whatever he wanted me to say, whatever it was, I'm thinking this is my husband.
So she was lying on the kids. She's saying that he had her lying on the kids. But why did they have to come there 3 times in the last 3 months? If they came there the first time, why you ain't geek out and tell him to clean up his act? Why I ain't gonna be able to do this like this, Captain Police? Ain't nobody got time for that. I ain't about to be playing with these kids. She could have flipped out the first time. The second time the police and CPS come around, she's still sniffing, talking about, I ain't seen nothing. I ain't seen nothing. I don't know, Mr. Officer. It wasn't no powder in the house. I ain't seen nothing. And then the third time, I guess it takes 3 straws to break a camel's back. Because this the time that she finally snapped. Like this chair I'm sitting in, man. Hold on, wait a minute. Get the screwdriver. We're going to take a break real quick. And I got to see what's going on with the chat while my peoples help me out with this chair. Gage Gore, what it do, brother, man? Everybody watching the video, got so much love for you. Y'all got to let me know. Do y'all feel like she on that dope? And if she is, and she grown like how she grown, then what's she telling us for? What could we possibly do besides make the situation worse? I'm already working on my second video. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, we got to get back into this. It was a few things I wanted to share with y'all real fast about this. Oh, we got to get into this. How long we been on here? Okay, we're going to be dealing with a few different things in this video. So I advise you to stay tuned because we got to break this down for what it is. A big NBA dude. He was on the big three, so I'm not surprised about him being on dope. Look at Mike Beasley. Matter of fact, let's do this real quick. Let's do this. Look. We got to talk about it because them dudes, crack could be something that's going around in the NBA, been going around in the NBA. Lance Stevenson probably messing with that booger sugar. And Ice Cube know about it. The whole big three, them OGs, they be out there, they be sweating. They be playing looking like they hurt. Ain't got no ACL out there trying to shoot a three. They fighting. They look like they got beer all on their breath. The whole big three might be on dope. They probably get paid with a sack. Like, look, I got $250, but this work right here been in my trunk since the 80s. Cube got a stash that go all the way back to 1985, man, when shit was real pure. We don't know how that go. But one thing for sure, if Dwight, like I said earlier, if he could foot the bill, then let him do that. If he ain't doing bad like Mike Beasley, and shout out to him, then let him do what he doing. Okay, look at this, y'all.
What's that?
Yeah.
So you don't want me to say my...
Oh my goodness. When I say snow, wait, I gotta put a hood on.
He had her living in fairyland, in a fairy tale, and it got real smoky. Now that's excellent, man. You figured, hey, man, look at them dogs running off. Now that's living life, man. You got property, the dogs all happy and shit. Look.
When I say snow.
Oh, Dwight gotta be funny with them type of dogs, cause you gonna start to take on them characteristics of them dogs. You better get a pit bull if you don't like it. Cause if you got a poodle or something, that poodle gonna get shit. You gonna start walking like the damn poodle. You might want to let them balls hang like a pit bull or something. Hey, but ain't nothing wrong with that though. Them little dogs is friendly and everything, and they just so damn happy. Look at that. Yeah.
So you don't want me to say my...
Oh my goodness. When I say snow.
Nigga, Dwight said, I want that one and that one. Them better be her dogs. That's all I know.
Wait, I gotta put a hood on. Come on, fellas. Oh my God. Look. Algebra. You don't even know what to do in this weather. Oh my God. Algebra love the snow. Oh my God.
She don't belong there. And what I mean by that is it was never a good fit for her mentally. She wasn't ready for it, man. She wanted the experience. And when she got the experience, she couldn't handle the experience. She got swallowed up in the game. Damn. This like the end of the Tales from the Crypt. You just look at her and shake your head like, damn, another one bites the dust, sniff the dust, and smoke the dust. Allegedly. Damn, man. I kind of feel bad. She playing with the crack. She all in the back seat. Crack everywhere. I don't even know if I should be showing her what to work like that. I think it was Parmesan cheese. Dwight Howard smoked out, and his wife is losing her mind. We knew it was gonna end bad, but not with crack. I thought it would end because, well, shit, she okay with him being with men, apparently. I didn't know it was gonna end like this. I thought he probably would have left her for somebody that respected him better. I thought they was eventually was gonna wind up fighting. That's what I thought. I thought she was gonna swing on him and he was gonna be forced to defend himself. And she from Detroit, so she know about the D. She married Dwight Howard, so she know about the D. She was in the back seat with that yellow, so she know about the D. I think they need to get a divorce and he let her go figure it out and he get on with his life. And as far as the kids, that's the messed up part about it. They're not her kids though. They're not her biological kids. So that's something that she can just step away from. She talking about people was telling her that it's too soon to divorce them. Like you got to lean in there. Like it's an insurance policy or something. You got to lay on it for a little bit. Like it's a stock. Like you want to hold on to it until the interest increase and then you want to pull out. If you leave them now, you'll never get none of that money. So that was the discussion amongst her family and friends or whatever. I want to leave, but they telling me not to because that's going to mess up my chances of taking at least half of his money, even though she ain't got no kids with the man. That prenup or whatever she signed is probably so bogus, she not going to believe it once they finally get divorced. He probably got it in there to where she got to pay him every month. She going to be working 3-4 jobs just to pay the Dwight bill. Look at this.
I had everybody around me saying, even after I tried to divorce him the first time, everybody around me says, you can't leave your husband this soon. You said through sickness, through health, through this, you said through good or bad. That's why I came back, but this is going way too far. But it's not even about me, it's about the kids. The stuff that I have to go through with the kids, I have to be witnesses to. I'm at the police at the house. They asking me questions. I don't know how do I.
So she's admitting that she witnessed some things as far as the kids is concerned, man. This is gonna get ugly. Real bad. He gonna have to spend some money to clean this up. He gonna have to call a cleanup man. And I don't know what that entails. I don't believe it's nothing violent or nothing criminal, but they definitely gonna have to clean this up. Let me show y'all something. I'm gonna show y'all what I'm talking about. It's only gonna take a second. Let me get it together. It's gonna be worth the wait. How y'all feeling out there, man? Look. Oh man, give me what I want. I gotta see this. Y'all gotta see this, man. I witnessed some things. I know y'all seen it too, but y'all forgot y'all seen it. So we just gonna have to get into it. People hire high-powered lawyers to take care of stuff for them. They will hire a high-powered lawyer to come in. Hold on. Jay-Z's lawyer. What can I say? Hold on. Presentation. I never seen nothing like it ever. When Jay-Z's lawyer did that presentation for the news, he had the charts and shit laid out. Don't tell me they deleted that.
Hip-hop mogul Jay-Z is denying allegations being made against him. He's accused of raping a 13-year-old.
Yesterday to include Jay-Z as a defendant. The woman who's identified as Jane Doe says she was 13 years old at the time.
Likely because they were behind the scenes sending him.
The point I'm trying to make, you gotta clean it up, man. And Dwight, in order for him to clean this up, he gotta clean her up. In order to get her to realize what's been going on, she gotta get clean. In order for the truth to really come out. And you never know, because when you, money and drugs and all that, it'll turn you into something different. Or somebody different, depending on who you are, depending on your origins. Some people come from money, so it don't faze them like that. They able to be healthy, productive people. Money is within their nature. But then you got people that don't come from money, and they get around some money, and they thinking that they thinking everything cool, but everything is not cool. But they cool with whatever as long as there's some cheddar involved. And that's the type of people that get corrupted the fastest because they burn out because they not built for that type of flame. They a match hopping in a damn fireplace. Somebody else could chill it out because they got what it takes. They already know what time it is. So that's why it's so unfortunate for her, because regardless of how this turned out, Dwight, he gonna be all right, most likely. Money talks. She gonna get the short end of the stick. Look.
Lie from my husband. I never been married before. I'm in love with my husband. I don't want him to get in trouble, so of course I'll be his alibi, but this is going way too far. And now I'm getting mixed all in this. I have been with this man for 14 months. I cannot ruin my entire life for something that—
Hold on, wait. We gotta figure this part out too, y'all. Don't get annoyed. Just hit the like button. I promise it's gonna be worth it. We gonna figure this out right now. We got to. It's the only way it's gonna be right. So let's do this. All right, well, let's get it together. Okay, we're gonna need a few different things. So let's do it like this. Almost there. Almost there. We're about to break this thing down because they're talking and everybody's, hold on. Okay, look. Okay, we got to take it back. Because the internet is going crazy. I can't get what I want the way I want because people are spamming the internet with all different types of Dwight Howard news. And they got everything looking wonky. I can't even get what I want out of this thing. I'm trying to show y'all. Matter of fact, let's do this. Let's do it like that. Oh God, there's no way. The internet is flooded. It's going crazy. I'm trying to find when Dwight Howard first married this woman. It ain't happening. The origin. Yo, shout out to everybody watching my video. The origin of this story is being lost. They were so happy. Okay, look. Do that.
Okay.
I wanted to show the happy times. Hold on, let me do this. I want to show y'all the happy time. I typed in Dwight Howard wife happy. It ain't no happiness to be found. Hold on. Oh, this gonna be crazy. Let's do this. Yo, shout out to y'all. Okay, look.
Don't you know no good? Y'all should have got assigned seats. We did you. What's up, babies? What type of where you get that from? Okay, TikTok shop. You look like a TikTok shop. Hey, get them passports.
Yo, let me get your passports.
Yeah. Let me get them passports.
That was not Dwight Howard's crack, y'all. I'm sorry. It wasn't his stash. It wasn't, man. I don't care what y'all got to say about it. It wasn't his stash. He too active. He way too active and functionable. He's still in positions to get multiple bags of cash. He not that lame. I'm sorry. It was not his stash. It couldn't have been. If he cracked out like that, he wouldn't even be able to make moves. That mean that he got a fake chain around his neck. That would mean that he would be broke if he was moving like that. Hey, that's how I feel about it. I don't think it was his stash at all. I don't think, because if it was, what is she doing with it? And she all snorted out. Damn, she just in the backseat geek.
People, he's all in this. I have been with this man for 14 months. I cannot ruin my entire life for something that this—
Hold up, we gonna get back to that. Come on.
Don't you know no good Okay, we got a lot of people going to Phuket. We finna get busy then. Should have paid extra to sit next to old girl. Shut your dumb ass up.
Dwight Howard, Little Richard Part 2. And that's all right. It is what it is. I mean, he's a very funny guy. He always got the jokes and everything, but he would knock you on your ass. I seen him do it. There been players, they tried to boss up on Dwight, and he'd do some old egregious shit. So, yeah, I ain't saying you want to run up on Dwight. You gonna find out. He'd be like, oh, somebody wants to play. Yeah, Dennis Rodman your ass. You wake up with that music, bump, da-dum, bump, bump, da-dum, bump, bump, da-dum, bump, bump, da-dum, bump, bump. You look over at Dwight, you be like, man, now get you out of my house. Boom, da-dum, bump, bump, da-dum, bump, bump, da-dum. What happened to me? But that's Negro here, no that. That's her husband. That's the man she married. What is she complaining about? She would have, he's an NBA champion. First, before you talk about Dwight having the stash, tell your story. Put your accolades out there. Put your accomplishments out there. Because the stuff he accomplished, I don't think it would be wise for him to be dealing with especially no. And I don't know the whole story. Because, of course, when you see them on the red carpets, it's all lights, cameras, actions. We don't know what these people got going on in their personal lives, but come on, lady. Matter of fact, I'm going to shut up about it. Look at this.
Okay. You got the passports? Do I still have my snake collection? Yeah. Con TV in the building.
Okay, we're not going to waste our time with that. We're not wasting our time with that. We're going to see what this is about, though.
Bible. And it's talking about the Gospel of John. So it's not money. It said, don't let them break your spirit. It can't. That's what they've been trying to do my whole life. Break my spirit. The devil's been trying to do his whole life. As a child, I used to have. I still have it. Anybody know what sleep?
You want to know what I think happened to Dwight Howard, man? I'm going to share this with y'all, man. And I want to see if y'all feel me on this. So let me get right real quick. Let's get right with this. Yeah, that's perfect. Let's do this. Yeah, y'all want to know what I think happened? This is what I think happened with Dwight Howard. I think that he was being pressured into being the next Shaquille O'Neal when he got to Orlando. They wanted another Shaq because Shaq was the hottest thing to come out of Orlando for a long time. And it's sort of like how they pressure LeBron James to be the chosen one, to be the next Jordan. They wanted that for Dwight. So early on in his career, they was trying to convince him to be funny and charismatic and to crack jokes and to have a sense of humor like Diesel. But Dwight took it too far with the jokes and the trying to be Superman. They was trying to put him in movies, Orlando theaters and everything. Universal theaters, down there in Orlando. The Magic, I don't know if they owned by Disney or whatever the case. They was trying to pump some Man of Steel movies out this guy. They wanted him to have them characteristics for the kid-friendly, jokester, trickster. Dwight Howard, everybody. They made him Superman for a long time. So when that didn't work out, they sent him to the Lakers. Like, your legacy, you still gonna be Shaq. He's our new Shaquille O'Neal, everybody. They sent him to the Lakers with Kobe. Like, y'all could make this a dynasty just to solidify himself in Shaq's shoes. Don't get me started on LeBron and how his career turned out and how he ended up with the Lakers with a 23 jersey on. Like Kobe wasn't there with a 24 jersey on. He don't crisscross lanes to make himself the GOAT. I slayed Michael Jordan. I slayed Coke. Nah, I ain't gonna say that. But y'all know what I'm trying to say. So this character, okay, let's do this. And we gonna get back to that. But to make sense of this, I think we gotta do this first. Okay. I'm gonna show y'all a little chain real quick. And then we just gonna get back on topic. It's a little sidebar, but it's gonna be worth it. Okay, look. No. Okay, this is the thing about it. LeBron played with Chris Bosh. That was his mans in them. LeBron, he liked Chris. Chris Bosh was on the Raptors. Dwayne Wade was with the Heat. LeBron was with Cleveland. They wanted to play together. Like, wouldn't it be fun if we could spend all the time with each other, be on the same team? Like, I would love to have you as my teammate, man. Like, sure, I would love to have you as my teammate, too. Bosh was his mans. That was his mans. And Dwayne, they was all on the banana boat with them booty shorts on with Gabriel Union on the tip of the boat. Like, that's right, fellas, this is my banana. That's how they was rocking. Matter of fact, I had to pour this water. We got to dive into that real quick, too. I got water all in the middle of my pants. I peed on myself. But it's water from a water bottle. Okay, damn, this water is cold. I don't even know where to go with this, man. Dwight Howard don't crack everybody. Matter of fact, put that picture back up there and leave it. Yeah, leave it like that and yeah. That's it right there, baby. That's it right there, baby. Dwight Howard on that yellow. That's what they saying, baby. He smoked out, baby. Look at his face. He look toxic. They cough up some like a muffalo. He's smoking got him looking like a muffalo. A big crackhead, man. I don't believe it. But it is what it is. I don't believe it. I don't think Dwight Howard is a big crackhead. Regardless of what his wife is talking about.
Person is doing. I just could not do it. I tried to get so much help. I asked for counseling in our marriage. We went through 2 different counselors. When I say I love my husband, I don't want to leave my husband. But the positions he keeps putting me in, and it's all over nothing. I keep telling people he needs some help, y'all. I live with him. This is not him. This is not Dwight. This is trauma. This is everything he's been through, but just not the kids. I have to advocate for the kids. And I can't go down for what he's doing. So they took our daughter. And I'm just sitting there like, do I speak up? Do I be quiet? What do I do? But I caught this man.
Mom, no. Mind you, this is an alibi to save her own ass. It has nothing to do with the kids. But you figure the kids is a safe zone. So before she hit the record button, she going over it in her head to tell her testimony to the court before it even make it to trial. So she could have it as evidence to Your Honor. When shit get bad, when he about to slam that hammer, that's when she start playing her YouTube video. And I could be wrong. You know what I'm saying? And it's always smarter to sympathize with the, especially in this situation, because he is the one with the money and the power and everything. But she also, everybody got decisions. So she decided. And a lot of times you got to live with your decisions. She decided to marry this man. I don't know how much she knew about him. Maybe she should have took more time to get to know Dwight before she said I do to that big fat wedding ring. I'm pretty sure he tried to get plenty of women to do that, and they all said no. Like, I actually got a life, and I was just looking at you as a come up, Dwight. Like, you're so corny, I wouldn't even take you seriously, my guy. Get out of here. I'll find somebody else. I'll find somebody better than you. Yeah. I need a bed. That's crazy. But, okay. I'm going to say this, because I'm not trying to side with Dwight on this. Matter of fact, put some radio shit on. I'm not trying to side with Dwight. What I'm saying is, he got a lot more to lose than the people he be dating. You never seen him with anybody on his level, for real. Financially or any way. So he's giving these women chances. He's giving them chances to experience a life that he can afford. They can't afford it, but he can afford it. And he's giving them the opportunity. But in order to take the opportunity, you have to be willing to move with the movers and shakers. You got to be able to be with a Diddy. Dwight Howard is a Diddy in his own right. But his Diddyism got that Dwight Howard flavor to it. And I'm pretty sure Dwight Howard learned that lifestyle from seeing other Diddies out there. There's a lot of Diddies in the NBA. They've been Diddying since basketball started. They Diddy from city to city. I'm sure of it. But Dwight's brand of Diddying, ain't no telling how bad it is. I ain't trying to put it on her. But one thing for sure, she in a bad situation. Listen to this.
You sit here and you believe what you want to believe because it served you. It was never about the kids. You are saving face. You don't want to go down with him. So now you're speaking out and saying, I ain't got nothing to do with this. Yes, you do. Because you're sitting here, oh, these are my stepkids. I'm his wife. Then why are you going overseas and leaving these children by themselves in a big house? And no, let's not sit here and say, oh, there was someone always there. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. And you know it wasn't. And also, don't sit here and be talking shit like, I know you talked to Royce, Tiffany. You damn right she talked to me. I'm that friend. I talk back. That's me. Yeah, I'm that person. I'm a talk. So, as I pull into my driveway, just letting y'all know.
What man would want to date her? That's my question. Who would really want to date Joyce Reed and listen to her go on and on for days and hours about the Dwight Howard saga? If they had anything else going on besides dealing with that baller that got caught up in the vortex of his talent, celebrity, and fame, I feel for Dwight. To a certain extent, I do, man. That's a lot of traffic to be in, dealing with people. Ain't no telling what happened to him. They threw him in the pool with them sharks. He had to figure it out. Already had family issues and things. Now you got these women putting his business out there. Hey, he is what he is. I don't like looking at him. I don't like looking at her neither. I don't like seeing them. They creepy to me, man. Gotta pray for these celebrities. They all living like 3-6 Mafia. All the celebrities need to move to Memphis. They'll blend in perfectly. What's going on? Shout out to Memphis. Y'all know I love me some Memphis. I come for the barbecue, then I'm back on the expressway, baby. I ain't going to no Makita's cookies. I'll be paranoid as hell. You pull up to Makita's, them cars get to rolling by. Okay, let's quit with the music. Let's see where we're going to take this next. Because I know y'all been listening. And I want to thank y'all for watching. I want to see y'all real quick. I want to see what's happening with the crowd, with the audience. How y'all feeling out there? What's been going on? This weekend, it's been a wild ride for a lot of people out there. I enjoyed my weekend. I would love to hear about yours. But I learned over my weekend vacation, I took a vacation, I learned that Dwight Howard's wife was geeking. You know, sometimes you take some time and turn everything off and you just say, hey, I'm not doing the phone, I'm not doing the internet, I'm not doing anything. I'm just going to, create some zen for myself. I recommend everybody do that. But when I got back to the workflow, I seen Dwight Howard's wife. I thought they was happy. Every time you seen them together, she had a big smile on her face. The biggest smile. Don't tell me it was fake. And she was living phony. Look at this. That shit out here. Dwight out there playing with the kids. Why is he so interested in what that child got going on? Dwight. Out of all them grown people, he just can't help himself with his shirt, with them little shorts on. Man, somebody come get their baby. I don't like this. But you figure he just want to eat a pineapple and have a good time. Ain't no telling what he was over there for real. Doing his best Michael Jackson impersonation. What's going on? Y'all seen Michael Jordan with the ice cubes. I don't trust this, man. Get that. This, I didn't know this was on here. I feel bad for watching that. So they was on the jet skis and everything. Put some music on, goddammit. They was on the jet skis and everything. Dwight Howard on the boat, funky. Like, I'll bathe when we get home. I ain't got no deodorant out here today. Left the deodorant at home. Y'all gonna have to deal with it. Nigga ate a raw fish sandwich and got back on the boat. Yeah, gonna be funky for the next couple of hours. Had raw onions on the raw fish sandwich with that mayonnaise on it. Look at her. She cracked out, y'all. Look, she cracked out. She on the boat, geeked out. I can't even feel my fade, baby. Yeah. She ride by looking like Wheezy Wee. I can't even feel my fade. Yeah. She geeked out on the boat with Dwight. Having the time of her life. She was, man, the party never stopped. And then when it started to crash, now that the party's crashing, she online crashed out. Geeked out. Allegedly, man. You know, I'm going to take her side. I'm just speaking on the allegations and speculations I've been hearing. And I could care less either way. It could be Dwight's or hers. Either way is wrong. And I advise people to, get some help if that's what you got going on. Because that is not the way. You're going to have to try to find a way to make some changes. People do change. People go through things and, they do things. And through the grace of God, that's why you got to pray for this woman and Dwight. But I'm starting to think it may be more of her problem than his. It could have been a problem she had. Because look, this is the thing about it. They come from two different worlds. She come from the rap world. Look. What's her name? Luciano or some shit. I'm trying to get her name. I don't know what her name is. Look. Dwight Howard wife. Because don't nobody even really know what her name is like that. I'm trying to get her name. I got to go through his name just to get her name. What's her name? Oh, my God. It took me right back here. Let me get her name real quick. And see what her deal is. Okay, well, what's her? Do she got a wiki? She got a Wikipedia? or anything, it's all about Dwight. So is she a standalone figure, or I'm trying to get an understanding, man. What's her wiki? If she got a wiki. If you ain't got no wiki, you don't need to be talking. Amy Lasani confirmed separation from Dwight Howard. So this was just this past July. She confirmed the separation and came back with the crack. So they've been going at this for a while. Although it is true, I am not sure how it got out to the public. Still wrapping my head around a lot. Although I know it won't happen, I hope the public can give us grace and privacy. Now, she act like she was married to the president. What was going on in her head? Like, they still think I'm the princess of the world. Mrs. Dwight Howard. She was stunting on everybody with her celebrity status, with her celebrity husband. People in her hometown was like, oh, she made it. Now she big. Behind the scenes, you don't know what's going on. Wow. Look. Seeing her comatose like that, it make you wonder what type of Milli Vanilli relationship they really had going on. Because if he a fraud, that means she was a fraud. He was Villy and she was Manilli. Hold on, look.
Born.
Thank you.
Oh, you missed it. I'm sorry. Go like this. Let her grab. My bad.
Hold on, wait. Dwight Howard was in Thailand? Oh, you already know what he was out there for, man. Wait a minute. He took her to Thailand? He probably be out there all the time. I heard they got the best watermelons. They got the best, fruits and vegetables out there. So, and plus I heard he's like on a spiritual journey. He's a vegan or whatever the case is. So if he's taking her to Thailand, that means they was dining on some fine wine and cuisine. Because that's what one of the things Thailand is known for. And seeing that he's an NBA player and he make a whole lot of money, he can afford to live that healthy, natural, eating juices and fruits, that type of lifestyle. So I commend him for being in Thailand with his wife. And besides everything I said about them and whatever they got going on, that's between them. I don't know the whole story, but I'm praying that Dwight and his wife get some help. People believe that it's her stash and she wanted to see Mo White. That's why she married Dwight. And he gave her what she wanted. Or she could be back home. He could have put her out. He could have put her out and sent her back home with nothing. He could have said, you're dismissed. You're out of here. And sent her back on the plane. Like, the only thing you getting out of me is a plane ticket. He probably found that. He probably put her out because he found that stash. Like, look, take this stuff and go, man. You mean I've been traveling with you and you got this? Like, I swear it's not mine, it's yours, it's yours. Like, oh shit, I done found it. He probably found her stash and sent her packing. Now she just don't know. This her final straw. She trying to go out like Bro Rilla. She trying to do it big with the blog. She on her Jaguar right. Now she ready to expose the industry. She be like, I was at them Diddy parties, man. Yeah, I seen Diddy do it. She take the stand. I don't think they gonna let her get that far, man. Because you try to incriminate somebody, that's bad business. Especially when you're an accessory to the fact, like, what's going on? I don't think she understands how bad this really is. I don't think people understand how bad this is for her. Because You don't know if her testimony is straight. She's making a testimony about lying about a testimony and why she lied about it. When is she telling the truth? You lie to the police about some kids more than once? That makes you a liar. A liar don't do shit once. And if they do, they definitely not gonna do it again, man. I mean, I'm talking about a person that tells the truth. A person that tells the truth may do something not knowingly, but once they know they'll never do it again. She did it more than 3 times. I'm speaking to the court, y'all. I'm speaking to the court. You know what? I think that's, a matter of fact, let me write that down. I need to write that down. Y'all hold on. That was genius. Y'all don't get it now, but y'all will. Play that. Where's my pen? Where's my pad? Y'all hold on. It feels so good to be back. It feels so good to be back recording live. I appreciate the art of radio. I think it's a lost art. I think people forgot about the radio. People don't even, if you listen to the radio, it's only because your situation, you can't afford to live that digital life like that. I want to bridge the gap. If you still got to use the actual radio in your car because you don't have the devices or the means to attach your car stereo to your phone, a lot of people can't do it. They got to use the cords, got wires, strings, and got strings all in their cars. If you can't afford that, then maybe you'll take the time to experience the actual radio. Hey, it ain't easy being a celebrity. It ain't easy being anybody. Unless you willing to live with whatever it is you got going on, man. If you're willing to live with it, then you living a good life. If you're willing to live with your situation, then your life is good. If you're not fighting, struggling, trying to get out of it, then that means your life is good. So what in the hell's going on with her life, man? What's wrong with her? Look at her. Take a good look at her. She in the back seat, looking like she in the testifying room. She look like she testifying. She got the light going like she testifying. She practicing for the court, for the jury. She geeking, she freaking. She done pulled out the sack. She all in the bag. She's whipping out, she got the tools. It got to be her stack. Because why would she be somewhere outside of his home with why did she take it? Why did she take the stash? She not in the place where it be at. She not in his parking lot, in his car with his stash. But what do I know? She probably is. I'm gonna take her side. Matter of fact, I want to see what the people talking about to make it make sense for everybody. Crying while holding a big bag of cane during the live stream. He said legendary. He said he ain't never seen those like that. She going down in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Damn, it's gonna be bad. People gonna be looking like, where'd you get this? What is this drug talk? Why she do it to herself, man? She ain't show Dwight Howard with it. Look, Dwight getting bricks for personal use. He throw up every time he hit the brick, he'd be like, ching, ching. Like, your stats are horrible. Like, so you think. Like, I think my stacks are incredible, baby. Big stacks of crack. Like, get out of this locker room, you dirty bum.
He got traded to like, what, 5, 6 different teams? Each one of them teams seen something. They seen something that made them say, ugh. They come in the locker room. Dwight Howard, he eating his toenails with some dipping sauce. He turned the sauce to the side and say doo-doo. Ugh. Each team, who knows what this man did? Y'all, man, I don't even want to go down the list because I don't want it to get that weird. But man, this dude, each team, he was in Atlanta, real saucy. He was Saucy Santana when he was in Atlanta. And people just was like, oh Lord. The people wasn't showing up to the games. When the A-Town heard Dwight was back, they was like, man, you know, we rather watch football. It's all about football this year, man. He ain't had nobody in the stands for him. He waved at the crowd. They be looking the other way like, there go Dwight, everybody. I don't know why he back here. Get the most hate in your hometown. That's why Dwayne Wade was miserable when he went back to Chicago. Dwayne was like, man, I think that's when he was like, you know what, I'm just going to come on out with it. That's when D Wade decided that he was going to come out with it when he went back to Chicago. Like, I know I walk funny, talk funny, so what? Like, you ain't from round here. Like, I'll show y'all, man. Me and mine, we gonna show y'all. Shout out to D Wade. He went back home. He was like, man, I ain't even gonna front no more, LeBron. Like, what you talking about, D Wade? Like, I'm gonna be me. Like, man, well, you know, you do what you do, man. Hold on. Miami Heat lose Dwayne Wade to Chicago Bulls. So Dwight was involved in that trade. Oh man, it is what it is. Look at this. Hold on, get it together. No, I don't want to see that right now. I want to do this real quick. Okay, here we go. Look.
Right here. No, these two. She got a crown on her head. Look at her crown on her head. She's 72.
Okay, let me get you some more.
So, the whole point of me showing y'all that is to show y'all that they was living in paradise over there when they was together. Okay, look.
Stated a preference for the same sex in the messages, he did refer to himself as being free. Mason ended up filing a lawsuit claiming Dwight and his team threatened him after he refused to sign an NDA after their alleged relationship ended. Dwight later countersued Mason for $10 million for slander, invasion of privacy, and abusive litigation. Dwight said he never met Mason, and Mason said they were in a...
Hold on, man. That says it all. That says it all, man. This man was a Tupac, a hardcore Tupac Shakur fan with that thug passion. Nigga, tell me, how do you want it? He was on that Pac. Nigga, take. Dwight would take. He a goon with it. And that's the scary part about it, man. He's a goon with it. He not gonna ask you politely. He gonna rough you up. He gonna rough you up. And if you can't handle his masculinity, he gonna be grinning at you every time he see you. You're a goon. Yeah, Tupac, one of them death row Suge Knight. Y'all heard what Ray J said about Suge Knight. Y'all heard what Ray J said about Suge Knight, man. Sticks of butter. Look.
You're not. That's why y'all notice, like, did y'all notice when we first got together, I was posting and I was so happy and it was black love and I was so happy. And then I was reading the comments. People was like actually adding my husband's name to talk about him. You have your opinions. I know my husband. I know who I married. Y'all don't know who I married. I don't know who y'all married. So I wanted to like really show my life and the changes. But people were so negative and so nasty that I was like, maybe I gotta turn to that girl who don't show y'all nothing.
But when a couple goes from constantly flaunting their love online to suddenly going radio silent on each other's pages, it's usually a
It ain't that deep for me. I don't know about y'all, but you know what I'm saying. But let me get ready to wrap this thing up. Because where's that? Let me see what's going on here. Yeah, what's happening? Okay. I see we still got y'all in the building. All the movers and shakers. Let me see what's going on. I gotta see personally what's been happening, what's been going on in the building. Yo, I appreciate every last one of y'all for watching. I don't like what's going on with Dwight and his wife and Dwight. Because Dwight, wife with Dwight, and Dwight with the wife, and the white wife with Dwight, with the white white. Damn. It's messed up, man. I don't understand it. But y'all gotta let me know. What time is it? It's 9 o'clock already. I'm about to go ahead, get ready to ease it down. Make sure y'all do me a favor, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel too. Yeah. I mean, what else is there to say? Gage Gore, is there anything you would like to say, brother? Somebody let me know. Is there anybody out there that would like to speak or say something before we get out of here? Because I said all I had to say. Well, I say this. Everything I said is an opinion, an allegation, a speculation. I'm not saying that it's the truth. There's rumors, people suspecting and thinking that maybe that those was not Dwight's drugs. But even if they was, they're gonna have to figure it out, because now they're definitely about to get very legal. It's about to get mad. Somebody got to clean this up. I don't know if they're gonna make her walk back on her words, or we just gonna have to wait and see, because we don't know. But hey, man, y'all let me know. Where we at? Okay, let's do this. Well, for the sake of practice, I might as well spend a little more time, just a little more time, to work on my radioing, since I'm already in the building. Let's groove for a second. We ain't got to talk about Dwight. I want to see about something else that's going on in the world. What else is happening in the game? Let me find a premier website that can give me some detailed news. Let me see. See what's going on over here. In the hip hop world. Hip hop is so dead at this point to where, you know, it's barely hanging on. Blueface Krishan Jr. ain't my kid. Get it through your head. Oh man, Mike just look at Blueface. Man, that's his kid. Unless he got plastic surgery to look like the baby. I could see it now. Look at his head. And his eyebrows too. That's Junior. That's Junior. That I could see it now. That it's a mix between him and her. That's his baby. She know it too. She know that's that man baby. Junior is not my biological son. R.I.P. to his father, Ronnie. I can no longer continue to. He put it on the man. Rest in peace to him. He thought, damn, I don't know what was going on. It was a love triangle with people involved. She was out there. Oh man. I ain't living foul, man. That's something I ain't do. I ain't living foul. I promise you, I don't do nothing. I'll be at home reading my Bible. I don't be out there doing nothing. You know, telling what she, man, whatever. But that's Negro in there. Yo, y'all be good out there, man. Yo, I'm gonna holler at y'all real soon. Get it. I can't even leave correctly. I gotta, y'all stay tuned while we get this together, man. I gotta be able to leave correctly. I'm working on my radioing. Y'all just gonna have to help me work out the kinks. I'm gonna end this off good. Matter of fact, I'm gonna get back on topic and keep it interesting. And that's the problem. This stuff is not interesting stuff. You know what I'm saying? How long, this stuff is not meant to keep your interest. That's what it is. It may be interesting for a second, but not something interesting enough to keep your interest for a long time. That's the difference between modern news and news of the old times. If they publicated something as news, it had to be something important or interesting enough to pique your interest, you know, something of value. But now news can be anything. So everybody trying to shoot their shot with some news. It's not like it's coming from major news publications like that. And even the major news publications have to compete with the public when it comes to news. And people are willing to believe any of it. And that's why it's a free-for-all, because people are willing to believe whatever you publicate. People will take it as facts. That's why I make it my purpose to say, get the crack off. Get that off the screen. It's a ratchet-ass video. And I'm trying to keep it clean and classy. Maybe it was a bad idea even recording Dwight Howard's wife, because what she got going on with this stuff, man, is dusty material. And I'm not a dusty material craftsmanship guy. You know what I'm saying? I sound like I got lost in the stash. Like they just sound like they just dropped me off. You in the back seat with her in that bag, you gonna be high as a kite. Cause she letting it fly all over the place. She all in it. Her face, everything ashy, man. She look like she ran out of shea butter, but she still got that bag, man. You pick up that bag thinking, you think it's some dried up cocoa butter or something in there. Like, don't ever touch that bag. She twist your arm about that bag. Don't you ever touch that bag. I thought it was some dried up cocoa butter, baby. Got some brown sugar sitting in the corner. Some of that shit from Thailand. Like, oh, wow. One of them old jazz players see her pull out that bag. Like, oh, that's some Caribbean blue. I haven't seen that for a long time. Like, yeah, we just came back from Thailand, baby. Who knows what her deal is? See, she made it to where the public can play with their situation. That's all she did. She gave the public free access to play with their situation. Because you're supposed to leave this stuff up to the court. You're supposed to leave it up to the court. And that way, your name, you don't have to slander your name, especially if you're telling the truth. But she from the streets, and she bought it the only way she know how. She like, if the legal route don't work, I'm gonna go the street route. And that's why she felt so comfortable with the bag, because she was doing it for the streets. Like, if something go down, y'all know my story. Even if she got to do 20, she want to be in there like Remy Ma. That's a bad situation to be in for Dwight. Hey, if she wasn't so tired, so geeked into it, she'd be able to walk the other way easy. But she trying to hold on to the bag. The bag was never her bag. He should have told her, this bag will never be your bag. When he got down on his knee and proposed to her, the first thing that should have came out his mouth is, baby, my bag will never be your bag. Look me in my eyes, let's get this clear. But my love will forever be yours. Will you marry me? Me, not my money, not my jewelry, and definitely not my crack. When he say that, that's when they both bust out crying. It definitely not my crack. I need to get it together, man. Because that's terrible. If Dwight Howard is really on dope. Because if he is, man, people worried about it. Man, the last thing a dope fiend is worried about is the kids. Everybody should know that. Everybody that got crack parents, y'all know that. Like, he ain't never lied. Somebody took out their teeth just to say he ain't never lied. They don't care about no, they'll use it as an alibi or an excuse or something like that. Look at Blueface and what they got going on. He don't give, you know she don't give a damn about no kid. And he care about his kids. I'll give him that. He care about his kids, but do she care about her child? And he don't want her child to be his child, because that means he would have to care about the child. And he don't want to care about the child. And man, that's the saddest. Man, that's make me mad every time I think about it. This situation right here, man. Like, damn, somebody just loved the baby. They ain't got it in their hearts to do it. What is going on? Was there ever any love in the relationship in the beginning? What was it? Whatever it was, it wasn't no good. Or the same. Then this man, he wanted to love. I wonder if he really wanted to love the baby. She should have tested him out. She should have went on live and said, and rest in peace to him. But she should have went on live and said, hey, it's a possibility he is the baby father. Therefore, I'm going to go ahead and let him babysit and all that and see if he would have stuck it out. Because he probably would have. You know what I'm saying? I don't doubt if he would have, if he wouldn't. But that's neither really no there. Rest in peace to him. This video ain't got nothing to do with them. But this is an example of how celebrity couples, they make it look good on camera, but y'all just don't know how busted their relationships really be behind the scenes. And this, man, who would have thought the tire would blow out like this? Like, man, she about to be at the Salvation Army in the morning, living this type of lifestyle in this type of scenario. Yeah, this will have you in the soup kitchen real soon, trembling and shaking in them Detroit streets. Like, I had it all, man. Yeah, I was with Celebrity Diddy, yeah, I was that main bitch. Yeah. So, nigga, I was with the Dwight Howard. I got the picture in my phone. Let me take out my phone. Yeah. At the gas station talking like that. Yeah, Dwight Howard was my man. Looking real stink, begging for 50 cents. Like, look, I need a bag of Doritos, since you my new friend. I need a bag of Doritos and one of them Slim Jims out the gas station. You like, all right, that ain't nothing but $2.50. You you come out with her bag. She's sitting in the driver's seat of your car on your phone. Done turned up your music, and you got to tap on the window for her. You got to tap on the window for her to open your door. Man, you can't be friends with nobody like this, man. He gonna have to figure out a way to get, man, he got to get out the way. In a friendly way. He a friendly guy. Dwight, do it in a friendly way. Because she making the block hot for you, baby. It look bad. And I know he probably thinking to himself, why me? Why me, man? Why they always want to play the game? Because you soft, Dwight. I know niggas on my way to bust your ass, man. Like, damn, I ain't know she was from the D. He need big meats with him. Need to recognize Slick playing you since day one. Yeah, I know girls like that in the D. Yeah, get real cool with you. How you think you the man and all that. When really bossing up on you, brother. That's anywhere, though. Especially if you're a man of means. Their whole mission is to break you down. Okay, let me show y'all something real quick. And I ain't no geek, but this analogy made perfect sense to me. Look. I think that when certain people see wealthy men, they look at them like a game of Tetris. They want to break him down. If they see that you got some wealth or some means, they want to come into your situation to see how much of it they can deplete you of. They want to play the game. Like, where do I start when it comes to breaking him down? And once they find the angle, they will crunch and crunch and crunch until you ain't nothing left. So it would be a shame if she got Dwight hooked on the crack. It would be a shame if she brought it into his life as his wife. Because he was doing quite fine before she came around. He won a championship and everything before she came around. His life was, as far as we could see, it was golden. And then she came around. They only been together for 14 months. What if she caused such a tornado or whatever her situation is, she want to blur her life with his life? It'll never happen that way. Because he's solidified. People know his story for the most. You're the sketchy person in the character in the story. You're the golem. You the Smeagol in the Dwight Howard saga right now. That's what's happening. And that's a terrible position to be in. We seen you with the word. At least that's how I see it. But I know the public, in favor to the lady, is going to sway it and sweep it to whatever way to make people more comfortable. And that's fine with me. I'm willing to go along with whatever because I don't know the facts. I'm not speaking like I know for a fact, but I'm suspecting that something is not all the way right with the picture, especially if you're willing to jump out the window like this. This is a desperate attempt. If you're willing to tell this type of tale, you need to be telling it to your lawyers in a establishment to where you could file some documents. That way you don't have to do stuff like this and you can keep it clean and classy if you seriously have other means and options to finally pull out. She like, we go down, man. We going down together, man. She probably grew up watching movies like Menace to Society and Juice. That BET done wrecked her brain. I'm going out like Cleo, man. Like, it ain't even that deep. She look at the lawyer and say, I'm a real bitch. Like, I know that, but I need you to sign these documents. But let's be real. Dwight Howard is a corny brother. And in this day and time, when you corny like that, it's all right. if you know how to turn it on and off. But I don't think Dwight Howard know how to turn it. I mean, he do on the court. I know that much. So I'm pretty sure in real life situations, Dwight knows how to turn it on and off. But when you're home and you in your comfy space, they said that he was with a dude named Teddy. And every time you see Dwight, this is a rumor now, but they said every time you see Dwight and he with that dude Teddy, the dude Teddy be holding a teddy bear. So Dwight found somebody to help him bring his life with his teddy bear to life. He paid somebody to be his imaginary friend. Now I don't know if this stuff is true. But when it comes to celebrities like that, you can't incriminate them off of rumors. So I don't know if she's trying to use this to spread a rumor or is she expecting us to take these as facts, because this is slander. And this not going to work in her favor when it's time to divorce, because it shows lack of care. It's a messy situation. Her situation is busted right now. As far as I don't know how the public is going to sway this into a win for her, but I'm pretty sure somehow the public will. And that's what people waiting on before it get too sticky. People want to see the public vote on this situation, because the public can sway a bizarre vote, especially now in these times, because there's plenty of arguments to be made and everybody feel like their argument should be heard. So the logical is not the logical when it comes to the modern day public, because information can be whatever you want it to be, really. So the opinion thickens, and before you know it, she's somewhere with Dwight Howard stuck. Like, damn, them people just don't get it. But I think he threw her. He already working. By Monday morning, Dwight Howard is gonna have some paperwork signed to obliterate that damn whatever marriage or whatever they supposed to have. Because why would he want to continue with this mess? Well, all of these question marks. If he continues with it, then he got a serious problem, and investors may start pulling out. He have to swiftly pull out of this situation, or else he gonna be stuck. Y'all feel me out there? Did anybody hit the like button? People throwing up the deuces. I ain't going nowhere yet. What time is it? Y'all ready for me to pull the plug? The hell with that. I ain't pulling no plug. Put on some music, man. Put on some music. How long I been on here? Matter of fact, I'm gonna take a nap on the stream. That's what we doing. If y'all gonna pull out, then it was nice seeing y'all. I'll see y'all when I see y'all, man. Y'all be good. If y'all leaving, then I appreciate y'all for watching the show. But I'm grabbing my pillow and my heated blanket right now as we speak. I ain't going nowhere, man. I'm gonna do the stream on the floor. Matter of fact, let me get down here. I'm just gonna get on the floor with it for another hour or two. If I fall asleep, I fall asleep. That's how that's happening. If I fall asleep, then I just fall asleep. And besides, man, what else is there out there? What else is going on? I'm just now getting back into this flow. I'm just now getting back into it. Well, what else is going on out there, man? Let me see. What's happening in the hell? What's going on in the world? Hey, I need y'all to send me links. Y'all see them links on the screen right there, man? Send me links. If you see some news that you interested in, it could be about whatever. If you see some news you interested in, send the link to one of them links at the bottom, man. And I promise you, I will look at your message. I will look at your news, and I will say, this is interesting. And I will talk about whatever you send me. And I will give you a shout out on the video for sending me the link. I will shout you out for sending the link. Gage Gore, you don't understand. Matter of fact, I need to hit him up. I'm gonna do that. I gotta talk to the brother. Cause there's some things going on. It's 2026. Dwight Howard looking like a muffler. Wife geeked out, tweaked out. Y'all let me know what y'all think about that, baby. So much love.